Alright, what's up guys? So sorry about not making a video in a long time. Just got done moving to Florida and so far so good. And my 04 Silverado has some bearing noises for the serpentine belt bearings are going a little bad. I'm gonna do a startup and we're gonna be replacing those bearings today. It's a little dark out here. I just went and paid at AutoZone for my bearings. So, yep, it's gonna be a good one today. Let's see if I can, this truck is very good to me, so I'm gonna be very good to it. You can hear it. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on a second. We'll find it in a second. Got to figure out where it's coming from. There it is. That little arm right there with the tensioner arm, that pulley on there is bad. It's making all that racket. So we're going to be replacing that today's video, and that should quieten it down. I previously replaced that one right there, that tensioner for the main serpentine belt. Now we got to replace the tensioner arm pulley on the AC tensioner belt. I'm mixing my words up, so pardon me for that. I go video live and all that stuff, and I can't get all sentences come out my mouth correctly. So let me get y'all set up. We're gonna ride to the backyard where all my station is. It's a little dark back there because I broke my shop light. So I got little lamps up there and a little flashlight thing sitting up there. So let me get this thing up and we are gonna get rocking and rolling. All right, so instead of me putting y'all up, I'm just gonna pause the video here and get to the backyard, and I'll let you know what's going on next. Alrighty, so I'm getting out. I just parked it right here beside this Dodge truck. I am planning on selling this eventually. It's got some bad rod bearings in it. So, yeah, if anybody's interested in an 88 Dodge Ram, let me know. It runs, well, it ran, and then the rod seized up. But we're not about this video. This isn't about this truck in this video. So we're gonna get back on the Chevy. And just to let y'all know, never buy a Dodge. And if y'all are Dodge owners, I'm so sorry about that. Alright, so I'm gonna get the part. Let me get the part real quick for y'all. So this is a Duralast part from AutoZone. Part number is, let me see if it'll focus, 305258 automatic belt tensioner. Hold it right there so y'all can, let me show y'all what this is gonna look like. I paid $41 for this. I just bought the whole assembly. I also got the receipt in there just in case I have to return it. So this is what it looks like. And the bearings are behind this washer that's holding this on, and they go bad. So this one's not loud. So let me see if I can roll it for you. Can't hear it, but my finger touching it. I'm gonna get the old one off and spin that one for you and see what it sounds like, and that'll prove that you got bad bearings. So I'm gonna set this back in the box. I need to go get the right size wrench and screwdrivers and stuff if I need it, and we will get back with you, and I'll take the bolts out. Alright, so these are the tools I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using a cordless ratchet just to get the job done faster. A manual ratchet, 3/8 extension, and I got these sockets because I don't want to keep going back and forth to get the right size. So let me see if I can get y'all positioned up under here so I can show y'all what I'm going to be doing. Alright, so the first thing that's got to come off is this black, I don't know what you'd call this, air duct. Well, not air duct, but it helps with aerodynamics or protection. Y'all let me know in the comment. Looks like somebody's done some numbers to it, so we got to get this removed so we can get in there a little bit better. I could do it right here, but I don't want to have bloody knuckles. So we're gonna try to get it as exposable as possible. So let me see what size this is gonna take. Hopefully I ain't blinding y'all by the light. I can't really see that, so I'm not gonna put this truck on a lift just to get that thing replaced. I do these repairs myself because I'm not gonna pay somebody a fortune just to replace a little pulley. I'm not gonna pay somebody 50 bucks to replace a $20 pulley. I mean, it just sounds ridiculous to me. Alright, I believe I have the right size right here. I wonder if my ratchet can get this off without any help. These things are miracle workers right here. Get you one if you can. Put it in reverse first. We'll go there. Hopefully I don't lose this. I'm sitting on an old bed sheet right now working up on this. There's 4 bolts in total. 2 down here and 2 up here. Well, no, 3 up here and 2 down there. So you got 2 right here. I'm trying to help. I'm gonna say it over and over and over, but there's 1 right here, 1 right here. Now some trucks don't have these because people just removed them and didn't even put them back on because they ain't got the time or responsibility or effort to do it. So always put your car back the way you had it first. Because a mechanic, you get a mechanic to change your oil and stuff, and they see something you rigged up, they're gonna be like, oh, them people don't even deserve to have a vehicle because they can't even fix it and they can't take care of it. And it's about to come off. So that's 4 bolts later. I'll give you the socket size for these bolts here. My fingers are dirty, a bunch of grease and grime. So the socket size for those 5 bolts is 15 millimeter. Now if you can find one that's going to fit a little bit snugger, I would do that, but I'm pretty sure 15 was the max it would go. So we're going to put that back on the socket set. And now we got a little bit more exposed to the pulley up there. So let me get y'all a good close up on that right there. All right, you see it right there. That one right in front of you. All right. Let's see if I can set y'all up a little bit better position so it'll stay there. All right, hopefully y'all stay right there. I finally got a smaller tripod to work with, so let me move my body a little bit so I can make room for y'all. Just so I'm being nice and not so I can show y'all exactly how this is going to come apart. So first what we got to do is loosen that belt. We got to take that belt off that tensioner right there. And so what we're going to have to do that is I don't believe it's a 3/8. I believe it's a 1/2. So let me go get that wrench real quick and see what we can do. All right, so I got a 1/2 inch wrench right here. Sound like I say ranch dressing or something. It's a wrench, not ranch, okay? So let me get this bit in the right spot. So this truck has been very good to me. It's starting to show its age. Actually, it might be a 3/8. Yeah, it's going to be 3/8. So I do have that wrench with me somewhere. Let me get it. So that square size right there is 3/8, not 1/2. Well, they won't work like I need to. And you're going to want to have it in the reverse position to get that belt off. So we're just going to, maybe I don't need any help with this. I may have to do it from the top. So, well, let me see. Do I have room for an extension? I might. Yeah, I'm going to have an extension because that crankshaft pulley right here is really, really thick right there. And as soon as I put it on top of that bit right there, the arm of the wrench is hitting that. So we're gonna have to go get a small extension real quick. All right, sorry for all the pausing and starting. I should have been well prepared and looked at this before I started the video. So we got that right there. I might need a breaker bar with me to do this. I wonder if I just need to do it from the top to get that belt off. All right, so I'm gonna do this from the top so I can get it done. So it might be a second. I'm gonna leave y'all playing, and y'all might see my hands wiggling down here. So I may be reaching for something over here. So just laugh all you can right there, okay? All Alright, let me open the hood. I have the light shining on it, so I should be a little bit better. Oh, I'm moving, y'all. My bad. Let me see what it looks like down now. Alright, so there's no possible way I can get it from the top without removing a bunch of parts. Like the intake manifold, I don't really want to take that off. So we are going to try to make it work, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to try to attempt to get it off. So we got to, actually no, you're going to want it in the forward position. I wasn't even paying attention. Alright, so the belt is looping all the way around the AC compressor and over the tensioner pulley and down over the crankshaft. So you're going to want to be in the forward position on your wrench. You want, and just like that, you got a lot more room to take that belt off. So let me just, oh, all right. I'm getting dirty already, I can tell, and I'm moving, y'all, so sorry about that. So let's see here. Find that. All right, the belt is off. That belt is probably gonna fall apart in pieces. It's gonna disintegrate because of all the, because it's a 15-year-old belt, so. All right, so the belt is off. Sort of off. There, see, look how it's cracking. That little serpentine belt for the AC compressor. Well, I could replace that eventually, but as of right now, the AC isn't working on the truck, and I just replaced that AC compressor not too long ago. So I technically didn't have to replace this and just bypassed it, and I would have been just fine because the AC don't work. But I'd have to remove the main serpentine belt to get that little serpentine belt off. So we're just gonna get this replaced, do it the right way first, not have to fix it again for another 15 years. So let's see what size that those two bolts are for the part up there I'm replacing. Let's see if I can get a little bit more light on there. Whoops, dropping lights over here. I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you to my grandparents for getting me this light. It's been a really good help. Definitely for when you ain't got a shop you can work in. I'm gonna connect these the short. See, I'm already mixing my words up. I'm gonna connect this short extension to this longer extension. If I need to, I'll go get another extension. We're gonna try to attempt to use not my air ratchet, but my cordless ratchet on this. I need to go get another extension. I don't think I will, but we might. All right. Let's test fit some sockets, make sure, see if we get the right size. All right. Wasn't gonna do this tonight, but gonna be busy tomorrow, so might as well get this done. And this is actually looking like it's gonna be the same size as the plastic piece going right here. So let's backwards. Yes, it is. It is gonna be the same size, which I believe was 15 millimeter. Yes, everything you're gonna be needing to replace this is gonna be 15 millimeter, unless your truck or car has had different bolts put in, which you should never do that unless they get messed up or stripped or something. So yeah, we're gonna have to have a manual ratchet to get this off. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. Hopefully I'm not gonna cause any damage to anything. It could be because I got so many extensions on. So yeah, let's just take that extension right there off. Break them loose manually. This is gonna be a super duper long video because of all the junk I got to do to get this thing off. If I had an air ratchet, I'd be able to get that off really easy. But I don't got one. Gotta make do what we got. Alright, that one's broken loose. As long as I can break them loose, we should be able to use the cordless ratchet for that. So let me hopefully I don't tear nothing up. That's my worries right there. That's why some people shouldn't work on their vehicle, because they tear them up. Right, so that's not wanting to come off. All right, so I'm gonna have to pause y'all to get that bolt loose, and I'll get back with you. All right, I got them loose. Now let's get them out with the air ratchet, and we should be able to whip them out, get that new one installed. And before I install the new one, I'm gonna show you what bad bearings sound like and what good bearings sound like. All right, let's get that super long extension down there. It may fall, it's okay with me. The bolt fall, that's gonna be okay too. For some reason, that's all getting jammed up in there. All right, now let's get that other one off. We got to work with the hoses. All right, they're all loose. Let's get those bolts off. Yank them bolts out. All right, there it is. Now the pulley's gonna be a little different because they update these pulleys and stuff almost every year. So let's go ahead and so this is the original one. You can sort of hear it. It's also got a little bit of wear on that. It's a metal pulley. It's got grooves in it and everything because it's so old, never been replaced. Now I could just replace this pulley, and most people would try to do the cheaper option, but my AutoZone happened to not have just the pulley, so I bought the assembly, and it's got the new one has a plastic pulley, I'm pretty sure. I think it's a durable plastic though. If I don't feel comfortable with that plastic one on there. All right, let's compare them. Make sure the pulley sizes are the same. Pulley sizes are the same size. So let's see, I'll hold them up a little bit better for y'all. So that's the new one. Old one. New one. See, they're just a tad different, but it's made for this truck, and they both are gonna work awesome. So good bearings, bad bearings. See if I can get it spinning. I'll hit the screen with it. I can hear it. If y'all can't hear it, I don't know who can, because that's really loud in person. I don't know how it is on video. One difference I see is this one has like a little piece sticking out. This one does not. So they definitely did a better job with that, is to make a lot more room. So yeah, but they're pretty much the same. It's just the GM one's a lot heavier because it's got more metal on it. This one has plastic pulley. So let's see if I can get this in without any problems. So make sure the bolts will fit the same holes. Now I intend on this not being a comedy show, but some people will take my videos and just laugh their hearts out because some adults do not. I walked into an auto part. I'm gonna tell you a little story real quick. So just to let y'all know, it's been a while since I made a video, so I'm letting you know what's happened since I made the last video. So I walked into an auto parts store one time, and this dude was not fond of children working on vehicles. He acted like I didn't know what in the world I was talking about, and I think he was a little jealous. He may not have known as much, but yeah. So I went and was looking for a part, and he had the part I needed, but he was rude. He was nice to the adults, but as soon as the kid walks up, he was rude as hogging out. So I just asked, if you work at an AutoZone or an auto parts store, be lucky there's kids walking in looking for parts, because they're trying to learn. Because some kids really want to make something of themselves. Some kids rather sit home their butts and play video games and not get nothing done. So yeah, I just had to let that spill out real quick, because I just don't understand why some people are so mean and think horrible of people that are trying to make something of themselves. So let's go ahead and start working on this truck again. All right, so really what needs to happen is, that needs to go up like that. Something like that needs to, that darn belt's gonna give me problems, ain't it? So let's just take that off that, or move it a little bit like that. There we go. I can reroute that. It isn't gonna be hard. Well, hold a second. Before I put them bolts in, I want to add something to these bolts, like some thread locker, because this is something that's gonna be vibrating. So let me get some thread locker on this. Blue Loctite should be just fine. So I'm gonna go put a little bit on that real quick. All right, so I got some blue Loctite on them. Some people will be against putting blue Loctite on these, but I mean, everybody has their different opinions, so you just got to do what you feel is best. And if you don't know what's best, do some research. That's the advice I'd give you, is do research before you really screw something up. All right, let me get some of these threads in so it'll stay up there without coming off. And we'll use that ratchet to strip it, put it on, whip it on there. I don't know why it's how. Yeah, if you ain't careful, these will strip your bolts out. So you don't want to tighten one down all the way until you get the other one whipped in there a little bit. So you just want to snug them up with this. So that thing's hit its limit, so we're going to hit it with a manual ratchet real quick. All right. Sorry I keep hitting y'all. If y'all ain't got enough light, I may try. Let me see. So it's starting to get in there really good. So let me get a manual ratchet real quick. Put it in the tightening mode. Alrighty. Try to tighten it as good as I can get it. You don't want to go overkill with it. It's got Loctite on it, so it shouldn't really get loose for no reason. This is the hardest one you can replace on these Chevy Silverados because it isn't on top of the engine. It's on the bottom. So my light on my phone just cut off, so try to get this done before my phone dies, because the videos kill them. All right. All right, that is on there. It ain't going nowhere. All right, let's get that belt back on, which is going to be a good, Lord have mercy, it's all over the place. All right, so we got to get on that main crankshaft first. Don't really want to screw that up. That'll sit right there. All right, so we got to get that tensioner pulled down so that I can get this on. See if I can get a little bit better light. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but no time to waste. So what's going to have to happen is that belt is going to have to go like that. It's going to be on top of it. Like so. Let's go ahead and get as much as that pulley put where it needs to go. All right, so it's kind of going together. I may have to get up under here a little bit better with my hands. Y'all may not be able to see really well. All right, let me shine this in there real quick. It's not quite on all the way. All right, is it on? Yes, it is on. Everything is on like it ought to be. It sure does look mighty close though. Let me start up the engine and see what it does. Maybe it don't shred that belt into pieces. So let me start it up. Y'all gonna sit right there. Let's see what it does. Alright, so we definitely got one more pulley that's gonna need replacing. It probably is that one right there. Let's see what it'll do sitting like that. But anyway, that's how you replace that. I'm gonna get all this other stuff put back together. My phone's slowly dying, so I'm gonna go ahead and see it starting to quieten down. That could be, I got a couple more pulley bearings I need to replace. So yeah, I'm slowly gonna have this thing running like a champ. So sorry about not making a video in a while. But yeah, it's almost quiet now, so I'm gonna call that fixed for right now. And if it starts making another one, start making a lot of racket, we'll replace that one too. So thank you. Like this video and subscribe. Give me some ideas you have on making some videos. I got plenty of stuff to do. It's just whether or not I got the energy to get a video going. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.